Today, we're gonna cook some excellent baked potatoes. Hi there! Let's get straight to the cooking, or rather, the baking. This dish isn't just about the potatoes. It's also about high-quality meat. Let's get into it. First, we need to boil the potatoes, and of course, we'll boil them in their skins. I always put them straight into boiling water. Boil them for about 20 minutes depending on their size. The key is to make sure they don't get mushy. It's actually better to leave them slightly undercooked. While the potatoes are boiling, let's handle the meat. I'll start by dicing some smoked meat. I'm using smoked bacon today, which I'll cut into small cubes. Don't throw away the rind. I'll show you what I do with it in a moment. Now that the bacon is prepped, let's heat up the pan. Pour in a bit of vegetable oil, or use lard if you prefer. And once the pan is hot, toss in the diced bacon. Fry it until it starts to render its fat and juices. While the bacon is frying, let's prep the rest. Finely dice an onion. And then cut up the meat. I'm using turkey breast today, but I usually make this with chicken breast. Both work perfectly. I cut the meat into cubes about half an inch thick. Once the bacon has rendered its fat, it's time to add the onion. Give it a quick stir. And then immediately add the turkey. Sauté the onion and meat together until the meat is browned. I do this for two reasons. It mellows out the sharpness of the onion and allows the smoky flavor of the bacon to soak into the turkey. Season the mixture with a bit of salt and pepper. Perfect. The meat is sautéed just right. Now, let's grease the baking dish. And what better to use than that bacon rind? Make sure you grease it really thoroughly. By now, the potatoes are cooked and have had a chance to cool down. Peel them. A small paring knife works best. And then we can start layering. Slice the potatoes into thin rounds. The thinner the better. Place a layer of potatoes at the bottom of the dish. and sprinkle them with caraway seeds. If you aren't a fan of caraway, feel free to skip it. Spread about half of the meat and onion mixture over the potatoes. Season with salt and a generous dusting of sweet paprika. If you like things spicy, you can use hot paprika instead. Now, repeat the process for a second layer. Potatoes, caraway seeds, the rest of the meat mixture, salt, pepper, and more paprika. Top it all off with a final layer of potatoes and one last pinch of salt. On this top layer, add plenty of shredded cheese. I use Edam, and the higher the fat content, the better it melts. And of course, add a few knobs of butter on top to help create a beautiful crispy crust. Finally, whisk together 2 eggs with some cream. Pour it over everything and we're ready for the oven. Bake at about 350 degrees Fahrenheit to 400 degrees Fahrenheit, 180 degrees Celsius, 200 degrees Celsius for about 40 minutes. Every oven is a bit different, so keep an eye on it so it doesn't burn. Baked potatoes go perfectly with pickles, but if you have a little extra time like I do today, you can make a quick cucumber salad. It's simple and delicious. Grate a cucumber. Peel it first if it's a field cucumber, and make sure it's not bitter. Season the grated cucumber with salt, pepper, sugar, water, and vinegar. There's no perfect ratio since every cucumber is different, so add the ingredients gradually, taste as you go, and balance it until it's just right. Another great side is tartar sauce. Store-bought versions can be a bit bland, so I like to fix mine up with some freshly chopped chives. Let it sit for about half an hour so the chive flavor really infuses into the sauce. Time has flown by. The 40 minutes are up, the cheese is melted, and now we need to get that crispy crust. Take the lid off the baking dish and bake for another 20 minutes uncovered. Keep a close watch to make sure it doesn't char. Finito. Game over. Switch off the oven and lights. I think today's lunch turned out great. Enjoy your meal.